Good morning, Framingham High School, and welcome to another edition of Flyer News.
On today's episode, we will be getting a political update from our very own Benji Kling about correspondence at the dinner White House and a live update on the presidential race.
We will also be hearing about everything from the box office to art exhibits here in Framingham on entertainment.
And we have Julie Carson reporting on the 70th anniversary of La Cantina.
Stay tuned for these stories and more on Flyer News.
Good morning, FHS, and welcome back to Flyer News. Today is Wednesday, May 4th, a day 5 with periods running B, D, C, G, F. I'm Mushia Kabangu.
And I'm Cassidy Slamman. The popular downtown restaurant La Cantina is celebrating their 70th anniversary this year.
With more on this story, we have Julie Carson.
Good morning, Framingham High School. I'm Julie Carson. Last night, on May 3rd, La Cantina, a beloved Italian restaurant located on the south side of Framingham, celebrated their 70th anniversary. To make this milestone truly special, La Cantina planned something truly surprising. In honor of their opening in the 1950s, for one night only, the restaurant would offer the same menu and prices that they had when they first opened. This meant macaroni and meatballs for $1.50, linguine with clam sauce served with a salad for $3.50, chicken parm for $3.50, eggplant parm for $2.95, veal with salad for $3.50, cheese pizza for $1.50, side salads for $3.50, and grape nut pudding for $3.99. These prices drew customers new and old out to commemorate 70 years as one of the town's most well-known and loved restaurants. However, these prices weren't the only special part of this night. The Framingham Historical Society recently deemed the original La Cantina sign historical, and it was unveiled on top of the new addition that was put onto La Cantina just a few years ago for functions. In these function rooms, there was a live music waiting for the guests who were willing to stick out a 2.5-hour wait at some points. I got a chance to speak to the current owner of La Cantina and quickly catch up on how the night was going.
We have good product, we do the best we can, and we try to make people happy. And that's what this night is all about. Celebrating our 70th year in business. The prices have been slashed back to the 1950s, and the crowds love it.
Waiters and waitresses were dressed in their best 50s outfits, and not a seat was empty throughout the restaurant. Overall, the night was clearly a successful celebration for the restaurant that brings us Fanny's salad dressing. Congratulations on 70 years, La Cantina. This has been Julie Carson reporting for Flyer News.
As of yesterday at 6:20 p.m., due to wildfires, Fort McMurray in Alberta has been evacuated. Over 100,000 people had to evacuate in what is reported as to be the province's biggest evacuation ever. Firefighters have been battling this wildfire for days when strong winds pushed it too close to the city. The fire spread to major highways being used to evacuate and destroyed homes. The fire covers 4.96 square miles and has been described as out of control. Skies have been reported to be covered in smoke also. Alberta's emergency alert system and the regional municipality of Wood Buffalo are continuing to update residents on the situation.
81-year-old Paul Gatling has been released from prison after over 50 years. Gatling was wrongfully accused of the murder of Lawrence Rothbart in 1963. Gatling said that he had felt pressured to plead guilty in the 1960s and that he had not received a fair trial. With the help of the Legal Aid Society, he was exonerated by a Brooklyn Supreme Court judge on Monday. Gatling is the 20th exoneration for the Conviction Review Unit in District Attorney Ken Thompson's office. There are currently about 100 cases under review by the unit. Gatling says that he's excited to vote in the 2016 presidential election, but wishes he had the opportunity to vote for President Obama because he was the first black president.
Every week, Entertainment Weekly is here to give us the latest in movie, music, and celebrity news. And we have Cassidy Slamman here to tell us what's going on this week.
Good morning, Framingham High School, and welcome to Entertainment Weekly. Topping the box office this week was The Jungle Book in its third week with $42,439,000. In second was the Key and Peele movie Key New with $9,450,000. And coming in third was The Huntsman Winter's War with $9,390,000. On Friday, Drake released his new album Views on Apple Music and iTunes. This is his first album release since 2013, and 2 album-length mixtapes have been released since then. 600,000 copies of the album were sold on Friday. His tour will start in Austin, Texas on July 20th, and it will have 39 stops ending in Vancouver. Also on Friday, pop star Kesha released a new song with EDM artist Zedd. This title track from Zedd's album was recreated with Kesha's vocals to represent her recent experiences with her producer, Dr. Luke. With some lyric changes, such as I Have No Master, the song now truly represents Kesha Rose's experiences. Justin Bieber will be performing at TD Garden on May 10th and 11th on his Purpose Tour. The 48-hour art installation by Miss Haley's Art 2 class will be on display at the Amazing Things Art Center in Framingham until May 4th. This has been Entertainment Weekly. Tune in next week for new information and a new location. I'm Cassidy Slam, and let's take it back to the desk.
The political world has certainly been abuzz lately with the upcoming presidential race.
We have Benji Kling to give us a recap on President Obama's speech made at the White House, along with a live update on the presidential news. Take it away, Benji.
Stars on the flag are never shining. I saw a butterfly in hell today. Will I die
Well, but Secretary Clinton said, I will do it if other people do it. Well, here it is, Chris. There ain't
I live by the sword and die by the sword. Her police was looking for.
Good morning, Framingham High School, and welcome back to Election Update. There's no new news in the presidential primaries as of right now, but something interesting did happen last Saturdays when President Barack Obama hosted his final White House Correspondents' Dinner and took some funny jabs at most of the candidates.
If this material works well, I'm gonna use it at Goldman Sachs next year. Bernie, you look like $1 million. Or to put it in terms you'll understand, you look like 37,000 donations of $27 each. You've got to admit it, though. Hillary trying to appeal to young voters is a little bit like your relative who just signed up for Facebook. Dear America, did you get my poke? Is it appearing on your wall? I'm not sure I'm using this right. Love, Aunt Hillary. Some candidates aren't polling high enough to qualify for their own joke tonight. And then there's Ted Cruz. Ted had a tough week. He went to Indiana, Hoosier country, stood on a basketball court and called the hoop a basketball ring. What else is in his lexicon? Baseball sticks, football hats. But sure, I'm the foreign one.
Donald Trump, who was the target of many of Obama's jokes at his last Correspondents' Dinner, was not in attendance this time.
Although I am a little hurt that he's not here tonight. We had so much fun the last time. No one is happier, no one is prouder to put this birth certificate matter to rest than the Donald. And that's because he can finally get back to focusing on the issues that matter. Like, did we fake the moon landing? What really happened in Roswell? And where are Biggie and Tupac?
But that didn't stop Obama from making some jokes at him as well.
And there's one area where Donald's experience could be invaluable, and that's closing Guantanamo. Because Trump knows a thing or two about running waterfront properties into the ground.
With few major presidential primaries remaining, it seems unlikely of any situation other than Hillary and Donald Trump being the candidates. But no matter who becomes our next president, it seems highly unlikely they'll be anywhere near as cool as Barack Obama.
The last time I was this high, I was trying to decide on my major.
On a Wednesday morning, this has been Benji Kling. Let's take it back to the desk.
And with that, I just have 2 more words to say. Obama out.
Good morning, Framingham High School. This update is coming live, as last night Ted Cruz suspended his campaign following his brutal loss to Trump in Indiana. Trump has now all but secured the nomination, facing John Kasich, who has a bit over 150 total delegates. On the Democratic side, Bernie Sanders edged out Hillary in Indiana to cut into her 300-delegate lead, but he's going to have to win contests by much bigger margins to really make a race out of it. And either way, superdelegates will all but definitely swing the election Hillary's way. At this point, there's almost no possibility for the general election other than Trump versus Hillary, which should be a close and nasty election process where no matter who wins, America loses. Let's take it back to the desk.
Now it's time to pledge the flag.
And we have Lacey here in the studio to lead us this morning.
Take it away, Lacey.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have no place to go. Have no place to go. Darling, have no place to go. Have no place to go.
Good morning, FHS. Today is Wednesday, May 4th, a day 5 with periods running B, D, C, G, F. AP Lit will be meeting today, and also some athletic announcements. Registration for sports for next year is now open. Athletic Awards Night is Thursday, May 26th. Scholarships, MVP Awards, Coach of the Year, and Flyer of the Year will be awarded on that night, and the 4-star awards will be given out as well. Please check with the athletic office to make sure you are included in this award. If you have played 3 sports per year for 4 years, you are entitled to this award. That's it for me. More announcements.
Hey, this is just a reminder that on Friday, the freshman class has a fundraiser at Sweet Spot, and you don't need a flyer or anything. Just go and mention that you're there to support our class. Thank you.
Good morning. Today's a very special day. It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. Just had to put that out there. Good luck to students who are taking their AP exams. If you haven't yet submitted your payment, please do so. A lot of you are getting those checks in. Thank you very much. But those of you who haven't, we're running out of time, so please get your checks turned into the counseling office. For everybody, seniors, you're counting down those last few days. Please check in with your teachers. Make sure you're getting those last-minute assignments turned in. And for everybody else, this is a great time to check in with your teachers about your Term 4 grades. We're almost halfway through, so make sure you're checking in, seeing if you're missing anything, if there's anything you can do to finish out this term strong. That's all I have to say.
We have now come to the end of our show.
You can see this show again on channels 8 Comcast, 15 RCN, and 41 Verizon Fios at 5 and 8 o'clock.
You can also see this broadcast again on our YouTube channel.
I'm Lucia Cabangu.
And I'm Cassie Slamman. Have an amazing day, FHS.